Hey, welcome back to Hotcha Zimzam. I know it's been a while, well, like a year actually, but finally back. A couple different news stories sort of came up recently that got me thinking about the future and how different movies might actually get it right. So the one story is Google is going to help TiVo out with tracking the way people watch TiVo and what commercials they watch and skip through and all that stuff, and collecting that information and giving it to their Google TV ad clients to sort of say, hey, this is how much you should be spending for these commercials because this is how many people are actually watching them, and so on and so forth. Basically, the upshot is, you know the way Google reads your email because it knows what ads to show? Well, Google's going to kind of watch your TV too. And it'll probably amount to the same thing. It's going to be anonymous. No one's actually going to know that you yourself are watching this, and that, but the information is going to be recorded and used for eventually probably showing the right ads for you personally when you're watching your TV shows. So there's that. Then there's also this whole avatar campaign. They're using augmented reality. You may have seen these commercials where someone has a Coke Zero and they point their webcam at it, and then all of a sudden there's a helicopter on their TV screen where their webcam is pointing at the Coke can, and as they move the Coke can and it moves the helicopter on the screen. It's augmented reality. It's really neat. So that's sort of the first step in mass marketing augmented reality. So take those two things, and then sort of take into account the idea that in the future, as we walk around, people are going to wirelessly transmit data to this augmented reality frame. And one of the ways this could happen is they've already managed to get a pixel to appear wirelessly on a contact lens, just one pixel. So the next step will be 10 pixels, and then the next step after that 100 pixels, until you can actually get a heads-up display right there on your contact lens as you're walking down the street and you see a guy you think you know, and it'll say, oh, this is his name, and it'll be just like having Facebook in real life. All this information will pop up. So that's sort of the neato, nifty part of it. The more annoying part of it is, while you're walking by a Starbucks with these augmented, reality contact lenses on, and all of a sudden you get all these pop-up ads for, all the, the half off on a latte, will just suddenly be there. So, I mean, you see how many ads pop up when you just surf the web as it is. Well, if the web is now in real life, as you're walking around, just imagine how many more pop-up ads there are going to be. So that's sort of the annoying version of this. The more kind of creepy version of this, and by the way, the movie that gets it right, so to speak, in this context is Minority Report. You know how he goes through them all and every single ad is personalized to him? Well, you sort of combine the Google TiVo thing with the augmented reality thing, and that's kind of what you get. But if you want to take it one step further, again, imagine that we're living in a world with these, contact lenses that are wirelessly connected to your iPhone that, sends you information about the world around you. Well, it's sending information about the world around you to you based on what you see. But if it's kind of like Google Ads or Gmail or any of these things, whoever's running the world at that point, it'll also be sending information back to the source. So Google will see everything you see and record everything you see. So it knows what ads to show you and what kind of habits you have. And in the end, it's probably not going to be as super creepy as I'm making it sound, just the way Gmail wasn't as super creepy as it seemed to be. It'll probably end up being a lot more annoying than anything else, but still, it's kind of creepy to think that in the future, someone will see everything you see. Maybe. So that's all. We'll see you next time.
That sounds like something out of science fiction.
We live in a spaceship, dear.